Hello and welcome to the latest episode of the Low Budget Review Show. I am your host Eric Smith, and today I forgot to hold up my sign. It's the Low Budget Review Show. I am your host Eric Smith, and today I am talking about Return to Hell House, a prequel by Nancy A. Collins. And this is basically what it says on the tin. Hell House was a novel by Richard Matheson in the vein of The Haunting of Hill House by Shirley Jackson. Shirley Jackson. I'm just going to read the back cover copy. In 1927, the infamous millionaire occultist Emmerich Belasco disappeared without a trace, leaving behind dozens of dead bodies in the rambling, isolated mansion known as Hell House. In 1931, a team of parapsychologists entered in order to solve the riddle of Belasco's ultimate fate, only to meet with horror, insanity, and death. The doors to Hell House were then locked for 9 years. Now, in 1940, yet another team of psychic and scientific experts, including the 15-year-old ghost boy, Benjamin Franklin Fisher, the most gifted physical medium in modern history, have arrived to explore the secrets of the Mount Everest of haunted houses, only to find Hell House eagerly awaiting its newest guests. So, for the too long didn't watch, folks, I gave this 4 out of 5 stars. I really, really enjoyed it, even though it turns out I have read this story before. This was originally published in the anthology He is Legend, a tribute to Richard Matheson. That is here in the copyright. Return to Hell House, 2009, originally published in He is Legend, an anthology celebrating, Richard Matheson. And I've read that anthology. I believe I've reviewed it. Not 100% sure, but I think I reviewed it on this channel. So I have read this before, and I didn't realize that it was in there when I bought this. But this also has Hell House and Afterward, which is actually from originally published in Hell House Suntup Edition 2024. So it's a nice little essay that was in another edition of Hell House, the Richard Matheson book. So a little extra material. So, in Hell House, that takes place in the 70s, and one of the characters is Benjamin Franklin Fisher. And so it is mentioned in that book that there was this team that went into the house in 1931, and then that there was also a team that went into the house in 1940, which included Benjamin Franklin Fisher. And so this is the story of the 1940 expedition, which is why it's called Return to Hell House, because there was the 31 expedition, or whatever you would call it. So this is a return to Hell House, even though it's a prequel to the actual original novel, Hell House by Richard Matheson. Whew. Anyway, I'm a big fan of Nancy A. Collins, and this is a well-written pastiche. I don't know that it's necessarily considered a pastiche. I don't think she's like aping Richard Matheson's style, but it definitely feels like a Hell House story. And Hell House was, I think especially for the time, very sexual. I think it was very surprising for Richard Matheson fans who may have read a bunch of his other stuff. They may have been surprised at the sexual content in Hell House. I know I was. And that sexual content is in this as well. I mean, not literally the same sexual content. That would be crazy and plagiarism. But we have this group of scientists and psychics who go to Hell House after the previous group met a terrible fate, and shit goes down, essentially. And Uh, it in typical prequel fashion, we sort of end. This story ends um, not really setting up Hell House, but using the information the little bit of information, the little bit of chatter about the 1940 expedition and how that ended, that's where this ends, obviously. And I think Nancy Collins does a great job of getting us to that point. So, if you're a fan of Hell House, and if you're a fan of Richard Matheson, if you're a fan of Nancy A. Collins, absolutely pick this up. Although, personally, I would pick up the anthology He is Legend. I definitely recommend that. But if you want this story by itself, and it's a nice copy. I really dig that cover, all black and gray, and then ooh, red spooky eyes. And I do like the afterword that's in here, and it talks about Nancy A. Collins' history with the book Hell House, her own personal history with the book, and um, I assume mention of the movie because there is a movie. I have it on. I think it's a DVD copy. I don't even think it's a Blu-ray that I have. I remember watching it. Probably on Big Chuck and Little John on some Friday night. Stars Roddy McDowell. Can't go wrong with that guy. Um, but a lot of personal stuff from Nancy A. Collins, and she talks about the bits of 31 and 40 history that are in the original Hell House book. So it's a very, very enjoyable little piece from Nancy Collins about Hell House and its influence on different things. So, yes, 4 out of 5 stars. I very much enjoyed this. Again, I did not realize at the time that I ordered this that I'd already read it, but it was well worth reading again, especially since I just read Hell House not a super long time ago. I think within the last couple of years. So, Return to Hell House, a prequel by Nancy A. Collins. Um, there you go. And the question for the video is: are you familiar with Hell House? Have you read the book? Have you seen the movie? If so, what do you think of one or the other or both? Let me know in the comments below. If you have any comments, questions, or corrections, please put those in the comments below. Comments are open for spoilers. Just post a spoiler warning. We try to be polite here at the Low Budget Review Show. Please like, share, and subscribe, all the usual YouTube stuff. If you'd care to follow me on other social media, I'll have links for my Instagram and Blue Sky in the description below. And that's all I've got for you. This has been the Low Budget Review Show. I have been a very tired Eric Smith. And until next time, read more books.